Hi and welcome to this week's FridAI with me, Billy McLaughlin, where I cut through the fuss and get to the facts on the big bad world of AI and what it means for us as accountants, bookkeepers and finance professionals. This week, Dext launched their AI Assist, which is now available for all to use. So this is going to help kind of code transactions and eventually even apply them so that you don't have to do any of the manual work. So this is going to learn from how your team codes. It's even going to suggest things, so for example, VAT treatments, and it's going to adapt over time to obviously learn from what you do. One thing I would say here is you have to make sure that your current systems are tight, because if you've got different team members applying different codes to different clients, then it can get a little bit confusing. So you need to make sure that across the board, everybody's on the same page to make sure this really, really works. What's great about this as well is that it's kind of tailored to each client. So this isn't just like, oh, if you have this transaction, that's what we're going to apply it to across the board. It depends on the client and how they would generally categorize it. So where's this going to be great in terms of things like month-end closure? It's going to be so much quicker, reviewing, less back and forth between the clients of what do you think this is, and they get annoyed because you've already asked it 3 months before. So hopefully this is going to speed up a lot of the processes, and we're going to see a tool which has been a staple in a lot of practices adapt and evolve over time with the way that we want to work. Next is news from the Big Four. We always like this segment, and this is from PwC, who have said that partners who are not willing to adopt AI will not have a future at the firm. This is quite a controversial one, and I do think we are seeing a lot of people having an opinion on this. Now, for me, I do kind of agree in a sense, because we have to match client expectations, and clients are going to expect us to be able to have the time to advise and to have the intelligence available, and sometimes the speed and the demand and everything that we have, the only way to match that expectation is by using artificial intelligence. So I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts on this one. And is this the way that all practices are going, or is it just some of the Big Four setting unrealistic targets? We also saw ChatGPT's parent company OpenAI close Sora in the last 48 hours. Now, Sora was a video creation tool. You may have seen this in ChatGPT, and it's not really relevant to accountants in terms of the tool itself. It's the messaging that OpenAI have put out that I think is really interesting and that we should look at. And that's because they want to concentrate on using artificial intelligence to create really valuable results. They don't want something that is just kind of a bit of a gimmick. They want something that is going to be tangible and people are going to use it. And I think they've seen that Sora is costly and actually not really bringing any benefit, and that's why they're losing a lot of clients to the likes of Claude. So interesting to see that they've changed up their model and they're now going to concentrate on things like coding, which is why a lot of people are moving to other providers. And the banks now, so HSBC have said that they are cutting 20,000 jobs just this year as a result of artificial intelligence. I hate these headlines because it feels like we are fighting against this AI taking our job, and actually what it is doing is it's displacing people, it's moving people around. So when we see headlines of people actually losing their jobs, it's very, very frightening. Along with this article, I also read that they expect 200,000 jobs to go in the next decade across European banks. So please be mindful that the banking system is completely changing, and it's something that we're going to have to kind of contend with along with our clients and accounts and everything else that goes with it. And last but not least, something that I am so excited to be reporting on is Breifcase's new tool that is launching on Monday, which pairs artificial intelligence and MTD and puts them together in a tool that is going to help you out. Now, what's different about this one is that it is a full ledger, so no workaround required. It is going to submit to HMRC, and also AI is going to do the coding and the reconciliations for you. It goes without saying we are now doing this task 5 times a year now instead of 1. So we need to find the extra hands from somewhere. So let's use some artificial hands in the way of Breifcase's AI tool. As I said, this is launched on Monday, so keep your eyes peeled. If you haven't got an AI tool yet, this is launching just in time for MTD. I hope you get a chance to take a look at it, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Good luck to everybody at Breifcase, and I will see you all next week. Thank you for tuning in.